putting the assy back.
Do it.
Second half.
Excellent. Okay. So next we're going to check in with a human come Tin American who accidentally chopped off all of his limbs with an enchanted axe. Here's Nick Chopper, a.k.a. the Tin Woodman, a.k.a. Tin Man.
Yeah, this is going to be hot.
The Tin Man! Dottie was no saint, and I should have seen it coming. When I met her, she was traveling with a pack of wild things. Dumb cowards she dragged around to feed her insatiable lust. She kept the dog in tow too, which I still can't quite stomach. But that was the thing about her. She was unpredictable. Unpredictable and alive and loose. It didn't take much to soldier me to her. When we first met, I was sore and all but rusted shut from a late night in the poppy fields. I'm no saint either, if you hadn't realized. And sometimes you get a little lonely, being the only one of your kind. And sometimes you like a little attention. And so, sometimes you smoke opium with the Lollipop Guild. And let them bukkake you before Oz and the whole world. Because, fuck it, you get one life to live. Or, that's how I felt. Until I woke up to find Dottie pressing down on me. It was only a sweet, brief exchange that got me head over heels and hunting for a heart to call my own. Dottie's lips met mine and woke me, just as another set of lips met my knee and started oiling me up. Dottie's pussy dripped and drools like a terrier, and it was only a few moments before I was fully greased and ready to rise. That was it, though, at least for that morning. She got me standing and then wandered off. That was the thing about Dottie. She was always looking elsewhere, always on the move. Where she was going, what she was after, I never thought to ask. I just fell in line to follow her, along with all the others. Hanging there with the boys and chasing after Dottie was like trying to bathe 3 dogs in one bathtub. Everybody kept sliding out, and none of us felt like we were getting the attention we deserved. We tried to joke about it with one another. We'd pretend we were all cool with the way things were going. But we had goals of our own. It wasn't just about her. But in truth, we were desperate creatures in hot competition for her attention. Dottie could see it, and she exploited it. She fucked us privately. Whenever a simple itch set in, but she would prefer public degradation. It was punishment for our desperation, our neediness, our inability to see her as anything more than a prize to be won. And her favorite game was meant to do nothing less than reveal us as the true filth that we were. After a long day of walking, she would select one of us, seemingly at random. She would then set that one on his back and stand over him, facing away, an angled portion of her perfect ass curving like a gibbous moon. With thoughtful, attentive strokes, she would work her selection until he was erect, and at the height of his arousal, she would release her yellow brick road. Her urine was a thick golden stream, meaty with the dehydration of walking all day and most of the night. And we would have the opportunity to fuck her, yes, but only if we could get ourselves up and into her before she finished and the road had vanished. We were not allowed to touch her with our hands. We were not allowed to move or reposition her. The task was all but impossible. The task was all but impossible, and we were never successful. Regardless, according to the rules, whoever did not spiritedly chant, "Follow the yellow brick road," the selected participant would be cut from the running of tomorrow's game, thereby losing his opportunity for a glorious coupling with our beloved Dottie. So I was compelled to chant nightly for my sworn enemies, fists churning the piss-thick air, lustful jealousy rattling around inside of my empty, metallic chest. I marveled at Dottie's twisted capacity for punishment, but it was ultimately a hell of my own devising. We could have walked away. We could have left at any moment, but we kept coming back. Some of us were too stupid, maybe, or too cowardly to leave. Me? Something worse. One night, when she was loaded on poppy dust and looking for something stiff and hollow, she dragged me to the woods and unlatched the buckle at my waist. I want to tell you something, I said, but she didn't listen. She ran her thin tongue along my cool center, pigtails tickling my rusty thighs. I love you, I said, in my thin tin dick ratcheted to life. I love you, and it terrifies me because I haven't loved anyone in years. I've been a heartless fool, a loner, not caring for anyone or anything that couldn't hurt me or soak in my degradation. I was living moment to moment, thinking I could outrun my pain. I used to be a normal guy, just a woodsman in love, but it ended badly. That first and only other time. I want to be honest with you because I love you, Dottie. But this all scares me. I lost it when my first love didn't come back to me. It hurt so bad, I chopped off my arm to take my mind off the pain. And when I didn't feel any better, one arm turned into two, and then a leg, and then the other, and then finally, my enormous penis. When I was just a woodsman, Dottie, believe me, I had a penis that would tremble the tallest fir in the forest. But the pain of that first love, not loving me back, just wouldn't go away, and I was brought to ruin by my own axe. A friend rebuilt me from scrap with some kind of magic and whatever, but I begged him to leave out my heart. I never wanted to feel that he said. You're ruining it. She slid me inside of her and began to pump like a piston. But I love you, I told her. I know, she said, fucking me with an indifferent force. She sighed, repositioning herself to face away from me. I'm happy for you, she said, out into the night. Why? I asked, and leaned back because I just couldn't take it anymore. How hard she was fucking me and how sad I started to feel in that exact same moment. With her fucking me? Like a vibrator? Like a tool? You found something to chase, she said. I don't understand, I said. You found something to chase, and it's really something, she said. It's me, she said, lifting her hair up only to let it fall back across that tablecloth of a dress that she refused to take off. Whereas I, she said, but in word broke with limp orgasm. She fell off of me, and I came in a few wild spurts across my lap and into the moss on either side of us. Me, she sighed. I've always, deep down, known that I was chasing nothing. And a rainbow broke out from between the mountains like nature's ejaculate, fading across the sky.